Hello ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining. I'm going to be showing you an optical illusion from this cool book. Okay, you're going to need a ruler, a pen, and some sticky notes. I'm going to be doing this a little different, so the sticky notes are important. You could also use paper or tape, but let's go ahead and begin and you'll see what I mean. So we need to find where to put our marks to build the first 3 lines in step 1. So I have a line down the center about 4 centimeters long. If you do not follow the same measurements, it'll still come out. It might just be a little bit different shape of a triangle. Okay, so right now at 2.5, I'm going to come down at 2.5. I'm going to use the edge of my ruler to the edge of the sticky pad, and then I'm going to mark 1, 2.5 out, or 1.5, sorry, 2 out on one side, 2 centimeters, and 2 centimeters out on the other. So it's important just to do the same on both sides. Now I'm going to connect the side, connect the other one. And as you can see, I kind of have like an arrowhead or an arrow pointing up. Okay, again, your measurements don't have to be exactly, but just do it as close as you can. Okay, connect these guys. Alright, so now we have to start building the shadow underneath. So it's roughly from that corner, you can see it's from the 2 mark of the centimeter. Well, let's go with the 0. So that's 2.5, but we're going to mark it at in between a 1/2 centimeter and a centimeter. Whatever you do on one side, do the same on the other. So a little bit. So just measure that side, put it over there, and do it on this side. So as long as you just go down just a little bit, you can see that you have the shadow underneath it. You're going to follow the line there, move down a little, and make your line there. So not a very big line. Whatever you do on one side, do it on the other. Follow that line, move it over, make a little line there. Okay, now we need to follow the pattern, the parallel line of the base of the triangle. It's going to come down to where that center line meets. So I'm going to put a dot there and another line there. So now I have kind of like a little shadow underneath my triangle, my pyramid. Okay, I need to darken one side, but we're going to do it a special way, so that way it comes out really clean and crisp. So we take the sticky note and put it across one line, the sticky side. Take another sticky note, put it across another line. You can use tape or paper. It'd be a little difficult. You could also color it really smooth. But this way, all my lines are going to stay in the same direction and the shade, and when I take it off, it'll be super crisp. So I'm going to go ahead and color this in, all one pattern, one texture. Okay, and this is just on the top pyramid, not the shadow yet. Okay. And now I have one solid color. Used a little bit of hatching. So I went one way, one angle, another angle, and crossed it. But look, when I pull it off, boom, so crisp. Okay, so that's what you're going to use the sticky notes for to help you. Okay, now we need to build some of the next step, which is the darker shadow and then the lighter shadow in that shadow box. Okay, I did this and then I also came back and started adding my word to it now, so I know what's going to happen right here is I go all the way down, and I don't need to, which you're gonna see. Oh, what I'm talking about. See how I made that line all the way down? I shouldn't have made it all the way to the base. You can learn with me if you don't get what I'm saying, and you'll see what it means at the end. So right now I'm coloring the end. I should not have been coloring that. Again, it's a failure, and I love it, and it gets to show you and me that, yeah, part of the fun is failing. You see how that line goes all the way down, the shadow goes all the way down there? Ah, see, there you go, I called it out. No big deal. It really is gonna look cool either way. The other thing too is if you don't let the ink dry on your sticky notes and you use the old ones like I'm doing now, your fingers are gonna get messy as you push down, and you might smudge up your drawing. So try not to touch the ink or get new sticky notes, but go ahead and color the first layer of the shadow. I like to keep all of my lines the same direction. It makes it look really neat and clean. Okay, so there's my darker shadow underneath. Now we need to do our medium shadow next to that. So I'm gonna cover up with my sticky note on both sides. And again, you can use freehand if you want to take your time and do it that way. It will work, but this way I know will work just as well. So I'm going to do light sketching so it reads as a light shadow. And then I will finish with this one. Light lines will give the texture of a light shadow. Boom, looking good, looking good. I want it to stand out a little bit more, so I'm gonna give it a horizon line and then just scratch a little bit around the table to show that it's above a surface. And that'll give it the illusion that it's floating. Yes, look at that, floating pyramid, baby. Okay, and of course, the more times you do it, the better you'll get. And awesome. Thank you so much for coming and watching. And I look forward to seeing what you got. Give me some likes, comments, and shares, and we will see what we have coming up next. All right, have fun, and I'll see you later.